The Netherlands is one awesome and amazing country filled with a great amount of diverse people and culture, and although it may be small compared to other nations, it does have a lot of tricks up its sleeve, such as a powerful economy, culture, and as well, they have contributed a lot to the world, and you might be surprised at how strong its military might actually be. And here on FTD Facts, we are going to look at the country of the Netherlands and learn some more things about the country, and more especially its military. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to FTD Facts, the channel where we talk about people, we talk about cultures, places, and in this case, we're talking about militaries from many places from all around the world. Now, today we are looking at the Netherlands because, well, first of all, if you guys are from the Netherlands, you might be happy to know that we've done a lot of videos talking about this country in the past. Literally, I'm going to put some cards up above throughout this video that you guys can check out. Also, there will be some at the end of this video. And for all those new people that are just tuning in for the first time here on FTD Facts and wanting to learn more about the world, well, if you like learning about the world, you like learning about cultures, countries, militaries, and you even like to learn about historical figures, well, hit that subscribe button because that's what we do here. We got a lot of surprising content which you will learn from. But other than that, guys, let's get started. And before I do, I want to know if you guys could be in the military service, which military branch would you be in? I almost said, like, what military service would you be in, but, you know, that wouldn't have made a lot of sense. But what military branch would you be in? Would you be in the infantry? Would you be in the Navy? Would you be in special commando units? Let me know down there, okay? Let's get started. Now, at any time during this video, if you guys have suggestions for future videos, be sure to put it down there. But here we go. So, looking at the military of the Netherlands. Now, the military is not really something you think of when you think of the Netherlands. I mean, personally, I think of just a very peaceful country, kind of keeping to themselves and doing great business around the world and very nice people. And like its fellow countries to the north, Denmark, Sweden, Finland, and Norway, they don't seem to have a very extremely armed country. And as a matter of fact, its east, west, and southern neighbors like Germany, the UK, France, and Belgium are a little more equipped for all the countries in Europe. But either way, that doesn't deter that the fact that the soldiers of the Netherlands are some of the best trained in the world. As well, they train with other countries from around the world and defend their nation for a good cause. Now, let's start off by breaking down the numbers. Let's take a look at how big this military actually is. Now, the military is known as the Netherlands Armed Forces, and they have approximately a population of 17 million people throughout the entire country. Now, that is the population of the Netherlands, not the population of the army. Overall, the whole country has a manpower of approximately 7,800,000 people, and approximately 6,325,000 people are fit for service. But diving deeper, the actual military personnel of the Netherlands sits at approximately 53,205 people, with an active personnel, meaning people that are currently in the service working full-time, are about 42,705 people. And the rest, about 10,500 people, are considered reserve personnel. Now, also, guys, just a heads up, when it comes to these videos, these are rough figures. Now, no military likes to give out its complete numbers. I mean, let's be real, they just want to be secretive about certain things, just because that's the way they are. So, these are rough numbers. If they are slightly off, guys, don't go all like, crazy, because, you know, we're just getting a general idea here. Now, one thing to mention when it comes to the military of the Netherlands, when we look at the army division, it is known as the Royal Netherland Army, and they trace back to 1572, but were officially created on January 9th, 1814. And because of its age, it's one of the oldest standing armies in the entire world. And this army has definitely taken place in many of the wars in Europe throughout history, especially the 80-Year War. Now, in today's world, as of May 1st, 1997, the Netherlands ended its compulsory attendance. However, that doesn't necessarily mean conscription has ended within the country. As a matter of fact, there is conscription within the Netherlands. However, it is slightly different from what you think because basically every male citizen gets a letter at 17 years old saying they have been registered for the army. But keep in mind, that doesn't mean they actually have to go to the service. It just means if they need you, guess what? They may call on you. Now, keep in mind, other countries like Curacao, which is a country that is part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, does follow this constitution and has what is called active social conscription, meaning basically underprivileged males get the opportunity to have military training. Now let's dive even further, let's go up in the air, and let's take a look at their Air Force. Currently, the Netherlands Air Force has approximately an aircraft strength of 164. Now to break that up, approximately 61 of these are considered fighter aircraft, with the F-16 being their main fighter aircraft. And besides the F-16, the Netherlands is looking to replace these fighter aircrafts with the F-35, as the Netherlands is one of the original 9 partner nations for the F-35, and is actually the second international partner to receive F-35s. And it was in March of 2015 that the Dutch Parliament approved the order for these new aircrafts, in which approximately 8 of them will be delivered by 2019. Now, as for their attack craft, they sit at approximately 66, and transport craft come in at 41. Their helicopter strength, however, comes in at 74, and with that in mind, their attack helicopters come in at 28, and their main attack helicopter is the AH-64D Apache helicopter. Now let's go back on down to Earth and see what they got on the ground. Now, the combat tanks of the Netherlands sits at approximately 18, and basically, the Dutch give approximately 100 troops to the German-Dutch Panzer Division of the 414th Battalion, and currently, the main battle tank of the Netherlands is the Leopard 2A6, which is actually a very popular tank within all of Europe. Places like Germany and even Sweden use them. And as for their armored fighting vehicles, they have approximately 979, with 200 of them being Boxer armored fighting vehicles, which are actually German and Netherlands in design, created through a cooperative European design project. And besides the Boxers, they also use the Swedish CV9035NL, which approximately 92 of those are in active service, and the rest of them are in storage, giving a total of 149. Now for the Navy assets, let's go onto the sea. Now, similar to the Netherlands' neighbors to the north, such as Sweden, Finland, and even Norway, they have a very small navy, with approximately 56 Navy assets. Now, 2 of them are considered frigates, which are ships from the early 90s, and for the destroyers, they sit at 4, with most of them being in the 2000 eras, with the most recent being the Everston design from 2005. As for their submarines, they are from the 1990s, and there are approximately 4 of them being in diesel and electronic design. And of course, the Netherlands doesn't really need it, but they don't have any destroyers or any aircraft carriers. And the rest of it is all patrol craft, minesweepers, and things like that. Now, before we move on to some other things, it should also be noted, and I like hearing this because I am Canadian, but the main battle weapon that the Netherlands uses for its soldiers is the Canadian C8NLD, which fires a NATO 5.56 round. And as for its light machine guns, they use the Belgium FN Mini-Me. Now, one thing for the Netherlands, when it comes to this country, we got to keep in mind with all these machines, they do need a lot of oil. And as a matter of fact, when it comes to the Netherlands, they produce approximately 28,120 barrels a day. However, they consume about 990,000 barrels a day. And for their reserve oil barrels, they have approximately 114,700,000 barrels. Also, guys, I don't really know if when it comes to the consumption of oil, whether or not that is all government stuff or it's just military, I'm not entirely sure. But one thing that we do know for sure is that the Netherlands does not have any nuclear capability. However, this country is a part of NATO, which basically means that they have nuclear weapons sharing agreements. But keep in mind, guys, this is a country that actually does create a lot of the compounds to make nuclear weapons and weapons of mass destruction. And of course, throughout the years, it has done many things to ratify the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty and Biological Convention. And to close it all out, guys, last thing we gotta look at is the budget of this military. Because for the budget of the Netherlands military as of 2015, they spend approximately 1.2% of its GDP. And as for their budget in 2018, it was recorded to be approximately 9,203,953,000 euros. So that is a brief look at the military of the Netherlands. I'm sure we could go into greater detail about what this great country has to offer when it comes to its military power. And although it may be a small country, we should not forget the fact that the troops and the soldiers of the Netherlands do great to contribute around the world when necessary. But my name is Dave Walpole, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in and learning about the Netherlands. I hope you guys really like learning about this video. And as well as, like I said, if you guys have any suggestions for future FTD Facts videos, if you guys want us to talk about any military from any other countries around the world, just let us know down there in the comments section below, because that is what we do here. Also, we also talk about countries and stuff, so if you guys want to learn more about the Netherlands, at the end of this video, I'm going to have a playlist for you guys, and also some down there in the description box below. But thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one. Cool? All right, see you later. Bye-bye. So you guys made it to the end. Alright, so here's those videos that I was telling you all about. It's always great to learn about many countries from all around the world and what they are doing, not only to protect themselves, but also to help the world around them. So stay tuned with us, guys, because we got some great videos for you guys to check out, and we will see you in the next one, okay? Alright, I'm finally getting out of here. I swear. It's happening.